Hello everyone, this is Mark Rivera with Genre Online Net on YouTube, and this is a follow-up video on the Hasbro N1 Starfighter 3 3/4 inch scale replica with the 3 3/4 inch carded Mando action figure included. It also comes with Grogu and sold separately the R5D4 unit in the same scale, which you could detach the head and put on top as an alternative display. Now, the reason for this quick review is that I bought a display case, which was always my intention when I purchased this, is I wanted to put it in a display case because there used to be a company called Master Replicas that released all sorts of wonderful things based on films, from prop replicas to spaceship replicas that were in, I don't know if they were in studio scale or not, but they were screen accurate. And I have a friend who has one, and I really think that they're beautiful pieces, but unfortunately on the secondary market, they're very expensive. Now, Hot Toys was going to release the N1 Starfighter, and for all I know, maybe they did or they're still working on it, but that was going to be gigantic and very expensive. So last year when Hasbro announced that they were doing this as a part of their vintage collection, as you can see my review of it also on the channel, and I'll put a link to it here. Basically, I thought to myself, this ship is beautiful. I missed out on the Razor's Crest that was a HasLab exclusive. At least I can get this and I can put it in a special display case and have as screen accurate a replica of the N1 Starfighter in this scale as anyone could possibly hope for. And so I bought this display case, which is by a company called, I'm not even going to, Nifeliz, I believe. And basically, these are the instructions to put it together. Okay. Now, the reason why I bought this was because acrylic display cases are very expensive. And I wanted something that was reliable but affordable. And some of the acrylic display cases, after taking the measurements of the ship, simply were not practical for me as far as getting something to fit into it, because they were either too small or not tall enough, etc. As it is, I would have loved to have gotten something a little bit taller so I could have changed the angle for display. But overall, this was originally going to be what I wanted it to look like. Albeit with one small caveat, and that is the top of the unit is black and does not have transparency, and that's because these are actually made for cars that I think are actually distributed by the same company that makes these cases. In fact, I've discovered there are quite a bit of display cases for Lego and other types of toys and or spaceship replicas, models, etc., that do have custom cases made for them. And so I thought to myself, okay, I'm making a trade-off here, but for 60 something dollars, I'm getting something that'll fit my needs as well as fit the starship itself. And when you think about that, okay, if a person wants to, they could add lights to the top there. I don't personally want to do that, but it's a possibility. And basically, it is an affordable option to get what you want, or what I want in this particular case. So basically, let me just show you around. So it works by gravity, meaning that there's no glue holding this together or anything like that. The pieces basically just go in around. You can see these grooves right here, okay? And basically, what it is and what makes it difficult in terms of building, because this is something that I want to tell you all. It says that you can build it by yourself, but you really should have help building, because basically before you put it in this case, you have to make these other pieces remain standing up, and because there's holes underneath here that the panels of acrylic have to go into. So basically, what you need to do is have somebody help you and be very patient. You take off each piece of acrylic, has protective glass on all sides, and basically you put it together very carefully. Now, it is a bit cumbersome in that respect. You should have patience because there's the sticky sides that protect the acrylic when you take it out of the box, which is actually very well packed. Doesn't, for lack of a better expression, it doesn't have a tab to peel on, so you're going to need somebody with, you know, good fingernails or something like that in order to scratch off the protective film and basically connect the pieces of glass where they're supposed to go. Now these two things, the top and the bottom, are made of foam, but I found out from a friend that this is not uncommon with these types of display cases. So basically this I have to clean a bit because, you know, fingerprints, etc. But basically this serves as a way of opening the door and closing it. And the reason why I'm not opening it and closing it is because for some reason they didn't include a hinge that makes it easy to open and close. And so every time you open and close it, you do run the risk of possibly breaking the door. And so I never bought this as something that I was going to take it in and out all the time or something like that. So I'd rather be safe than sorry in terms of how I choose to display it. So that's the only reason why I'm not opening it. But you can see it does fit the ship rather well. And even though there is a top on the ship itself, you know, the top of the case, I'm saying, more or less you are getting a nice display case for an affordable price for a nice replica from Hasbro of the N1 Starfighter. So I just wanted to show you all what this looks like. This is my first 4K video too, by the way, so I hope it comes out nice and clear for you all to see. I hope you'll all like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll have some photos as well for you guys, and I appreciate your time and consideration, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next video. Thanks again now. Bye-bye.